Hello, people. It's your boy Usmaan back again with another podcast. As we are recording this, we are 10 subscribers away from 500. Unbelievable achievement from the boys. Please, if you haven't already subscribed, I checked the stats this morning and 71%.
You check every 2 minutes, man.
I do check every 30 seconds. I can't sleep, okay? I can't sleep. But on the level, if you haven't subscribed, it is obviously free. Feel free to subscribe. Drop a like. Show the boys some love. Joe's link is in the description. I've just realized I spelled it wrong, I think. Have I? It is Acting Joe, right?
It is Acting Joe. It's literally right there on my screen as well. So.
Yeah, it is on your screen. Okay, so make sure you show him love. Like I said in the previous one, he does skits about Man United. They're very funny, and he's if you can't read, he's an actor as well. So he actually performs them as well. A bit self-explanatory, you know. Some people might not be able to read, but anyways, we are going to get onto the podcast. As always, we are going to be talking quite a few things, including Sancho, the fixture list, but most importantly, the bloody Glazers. So if you don't like the Glazers, drop a like anyways, innit? Just for the sake of it. But listen, I'm joined by Was and Joe. Boys, how are we doing?
Who wants to go first? I'll go first.
No, that's how we doing. That's how we doing.
Great.
Fantastic. There we go. Sorry about that, boys. It's just me being a shit host, and it's so.
We're gonna bring it up there, mate.
Yeah, we're blaming you. Yeah, we're gonna blame you.
It's fine, man. So. Anyways, let's get into it. You know, you've all seen the comments by Joel Glazer. If you haven't, basically, everyone's just passing the blame to him by the looks of it. You know you want Sancho, but it seems that one of the Glazers, in particular, Joel, from what I'm aware of, has said Sancho is too expensive, basically. You know, that multi-billionaire, not millionaire, billionaire, said he's too expensive, you know. It is what it is. Obviously, he gets the final say, I guess. You know, a lot of people slagging off Woodward, Judge for the negotiation skill. Again, this is just rumors, speculation, but this is factual. It has actually come out of his mouth. Whether it's true what he's saying or if it is just a ploy to try and get them to drop the money is a different thing. But Joe, we'll come to you first and foremost. Obviously, I told you prior for us to coming on for the first time. What is your reaction to that, knowing that he's the only reason we haven't got Sancho?
It's incredibly fucking frustrating, all right? Because it's like, the thing is, we get a comment from him today, but we know and it came with it that he's the one who decides all the big deals and stuff like that. But and we have to know how much has he stopped us in the past, with Harry Maguire, with Sancho, well, not so much Sanchez, but with who was the last one? Bruno Fernandes. How many of them? Wan-Bissaka, all these, how many times is it him that's holding it up? And is he just now because we haven't won the league or whatever in his idea of his brain, where we should be, that he's no, I'm pulling the plug now. This isn't happening under my watch anymore, and I'm actually going to come out and say it. It's absolutely destructive for the entire club, and it actually has me so worried and pissed off and frightened, probably more than anything else. He's an absolute prick, fundamentally, because I remember about 3 or 4 years ago, I think it was Graham Hunter or someone who was reporting that ideally who the Glazers wanted to be the next manager. It might have been around Mourinho, or it might have been, I'm not really sure. But Joel Glazer, I remember saying, it was reported that he wanted Pochettino because he was closest to the kind of Ferguson type of bringing through youth, and obviously spending big. Back then, it was 30 million to break the transfer record. Now it's to buy a fucking second-rate left back. But back then, Ferguson had a nice blend of bringing in one star player and bringing in the youth, and that's what Joel Glazer saw in Pochettino. So if that's his mindset of we should buy loads of young players and then hopefully have a resale value, that's not the mindset it should be, really. It shouldn't be going for that. It should be getting what we need now, not what we need in 4 or 5 years' time. So that's what has me incredibly pissed off.
Well, just to add to that, to be fair, regarding what we need in 4 or 5 years' time, well, Sancho ticks every single box. You know, they love the British, you know, the thing, you know, everyone else does that sort of meme about, we only sign British players, whatever. He's British, he takes that box. He's very young, and, okay, granted, is a bit, I would have said 85 million tops, realistically. However, if I'm Dortmund and I'm selling him, I'm not going to sell him less than 100 million. Why should I? He's one of these, he potentially could be a generational talent. Look at his stats.
It's the same thing. It's like he's I don't know if he'll be up there with Mbappe, but he's definitely not that far off. Like it's the only reason he isn't hitting the heights with like Mbappe has, for me anyway, is because he doesn't play for the best club team in the world that are going to be challenging for Champions Leagues, and he plays for a shit country. So like when the two of them sorry, I had to do it. I'm sorry. I just
don't be sorry.
In case you don't know, Joe's Irish, by the way, hence why he said
so look, you're taking our best players, so I can take a shot at you, all right? But in fairness, like, more likely France are going to win the World Cup. It's more likely PSG are going to win the Champions League than Dortmund or England. So that's why Mbappe is kind of like his shot light is kind of brighter. You know what I mean? But like you're looking at that with Sancho, with everything they want. Like you're saying, British, and immediately shirt sales will go up. I know that doesn't mean as much as it used to, but it shows what their marketability is, and he's got everything that on both sides. Solskjaer wants him because he'll be, if not the best in his position in the next 2 or 3 years. But right now he improves us so much that incredible. And look, it's our own fault we have to spend as much as we do, because as soon as Ferguson and David Gill left, I said this before, we opened the checkbook and we immediately said we can outbid anyone. So what do you expect?
He said it recently as well. We can do things I think it might be last season. We can prior to the Brunos, as in last summer. We can do things that other teams dream of doing in the transfer window.
Exactly.
Was, we'll come to you. Obviously, first and foremost, we've got a comment. Your first comment in here is from a Liverpool fan saying it's all about Liverpool. Fantastic. Cheers. Okay.
Let Mo's limelight for a bit. Let Mo's limelight.
I ain't gonna say nothing to know the team at the moment because we're not in a position to talk coming to the season. Was, what are your thoughts? Obviously, you just heard about what I've said because you've just come from work. What's your initial reaction to that? In terms of the Glazers.
I'm quite shocked, actually. I mean, Joe pretty much covered everything, but I mean, I keep on saying this. They call themselves businessmen with Ed Woodward, and if you're a businessman, you're going to buy someone like that with marketability, prospects, and you should make. If you're penny pinching, unless penny pinching, I say pound pinching, like say 10 to 20 million. That's nothing in this kind of, for us. It shouldn't be. If you're doing that, you should make that in shirt sales with the Sancho iconic number 7 within a couple of weeks. Innit? Come on, everyone wants a Sancho shirt. So that money that you're trying to save, you can make it like that. But the more you dwell on it, the more you leave it, the more you take your time on it, people are getting fed up. They'll still buy their shirts, but they won't, So I think the owners are tight. They're proper tight. If you look at the previous 3 or 4 transfer windows, net spend has been so crap. It's like 60, 70 million, probably less than that. Like players going in and out. Obviously, all that business. So I don't know what they do. If they can't provide the players, or because obviously Man United is a big club, we know that, and obviously it's a bit of the last couple of years since Fergie left, it went kind of downhill as well, performance-wise, and obviously we suffered. But it's only a matter of time where fans and people stop buying merchandise and the money stops coming in.
That's because not happen, though, is it? Let's be honest.
No, it will happen because eventually people are going to get fed up, because if you don't bring the players in like Sancho, people are just going to be pissed off with it, I think, personally. I don't think that'll ever happen.
I think the only way that can happen, like, you're looking at 20 or 30 years down the line before I think that can. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. The whole world will be gone at that point.
I've got 25 years.
Like this is the first time since Fergie left that you're seeing that there's a manager with an ethos of, I want to stay here forever and I want to play my style of football. He might be a little bit inexperienced we're seeing with substitutions.
He's definitely inexperienced, but I'm definitely on his side.
I'm 100% on his side. Yeah, and we give him time and everything like that. But he has the ethos and he has the fans behind him, and he's saying, I want this player, and the stats are there. Every transfer is a risk, but this on a financial side of it, it makes absolutely perfect sense for players to be all over it. And as well, the only reason Dortmund are holding out, because it looks like everything was set, you know, like everything is changed now, but it looked like everything was set, was apparently Dortmund wanted more because Zaha is going to leave sometime soon, this summer or whatever you want to call it, this transfer window. He's going to leave.
Sorry, Joe, but with Zaha, don't we have like some sort of...
we have a buyback.
Yeah.
Is it 20%?
Sorry.
Yeah, so like they know we're going to have an influx of about 20 million. So that's why when that deal, however they heard through the grapevine that Zaha's going to go, that's probably they were like, oh, we want
they're trying to sign
exactly
Zaha
as well. Yeah, but
I
think it's most likely it's going to, like, because Monaco are after him and PSG, a couple of clubs are after him. But I think the fact that they know this summer, it's not just them going after him. Like, they know he's going to leave, so they're like, United are going to get an extra 20 million. That means you're going to be able to afford that. That's why I think the mindset is, but I could be right.
We're wasting time, man. We're wasting time.
Just from the other perspective, before obviously, you know, it's quite evident we don't like the Glazers, and I don't know many fans that do like the Glazers. But from the other perspective, like you said, they're businessmen. Do you think this is a bartering? Is this potentially them bartering? Say, look, him coming out.
If it is,
one second.
If it is, I'm saying.
Why is it not? Go on then.
No, go carry on. I'm messing. Go.
Yeah, so I was gonna say that because, you know, it's quite evident that, you know, we do want Sancho. You know, Ollie's made it very clear that he wants Sancho. You know, we've spent the best part of 3 to 4 weeks trying to get Sancho. He's agreed personal terms. Everyone in the cat knows we want Sancho. The way, for me personally, is the only way I can excuse this or him coming out and saying it is because he's trying to play a chess game. He's trying to get them to lower the price. For me personally, I don't think they should ever lower the price, because at the end of the day, we didn't lower the price of Pogba, so why should they lower the price? We're expecting, it's almost like double standards. We're expecting someone to do something for us, what we didn't do for Real Madrid. At the end of the day, we put price tag on Pogba, and we didn't move from that, and they did the same. So you've got to respect that. And for me personally, if it is him trying to be smart and get them to know 5-10 million off, who cares about 5-10 million? Like you said, we'll make it in shirt sales anyways. Yeah. So,
but I think United are trying to get back respect, which we've lost in the transfer market, which we've lost a long time ago. We're trying to be seen as no longer as an easy moneymaker, which unfortunately I can't imagine any way we're going to get that back. I was looking at a thread today. Someone shared, I think I shared on my Twitter as well, of the signings under Ed Woodward, and we have not made a profit getting rid of anyone. And United aren't the sort of club where we should be making a profit selling anyone, because we should be getting the best out of a player and then getting rid of them. Do you know what I mean? 100%. But in the same way, like Di Maria came for 64 million, then was sold for 54 or 54 million, went for 43, whatever it was. Sanchez going for free. Who else was there? That was a big signing. Lukaku, 2 years, was gone. We lost 15 million. Do you know, like everything? Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah. You can go on and on and on, and
there's not one profit. There's not one profit made of a player.
And even if it's just like, I could get it, Lukaku didn't work out the way we wanted it, but obviously still a quality player. They should be spending the same amount that we bought. Like, we bought him for 90. It should be 5 million the difference, not 15 at the worst. You know,
that's poor business. That's poor business. Either we're paying too much for a player, or we're not good at negotiating or selling. There's something totally wrong. Like, I'm not an expert business person, but I know that much. You know what I mean? And they call themselves experts. So,
but it's a lack of foresight as well with the managers, because every manager we've got in, like, we can all have our opinions on David Moyes. I fundamentally think he was brought in for 2 reasons. No matter what, it wouldn't affect Fergie's legacy. If he was brought in and he was a success, he would look like Ferguson picked him, so he was the second coming. Do you know what I mean? If he fails, it just shows what an impossible job it is to replicate. Van Gaal was coming in for 3 years at the most. Mourinho, look at his track record; it was 3 years at the most. And now
finally, a new challenger, Benjamin.
Benjamin.
I had to rush home. We're bagging the Glazers. I had to rush home quickly.
Joe, carry on. As you were saying, mate. Sorry to interrupt.
No, sorry. How are you, Benji?
Good, bro. How are you?
Yeah, nice to meet you. But like, fundamentally, like, and then we finally have a manager that we can have for the foreseeable. It isn't a 3-year project that he's going to go under. He would gladly, if everything works out, he would be a Ferguson staying there for 20 or 30 years. You couldn't say that about any of the previous managers. Maybe David Moyes. Maybe, if it worked out, never was going to happen. You know what I mean? There's no point in even wasting breath on that anymore. There's only with Solskjaer, he is the only manager, the only person in the world that would want to be United. Or maybe Giggs, people like that as well, that they would come to the club and want to be the rest of their life. We have him, so we need to back him. We need to back him properly. He wants Sancho. Everything works out both sides. Give him the money and get it done. And if it's not going to happen, we should just move off it straight away and get over it.
Yeah, 100%.
100%. Just quickly answer. So basically, yeah, you're saying, like back him and stuff. I also, agree with that as well. You need to back him as well. But if, say, we buy Sancho, say 100 plus million, he comes in, and Ollie still doesn't get the results and everything. By Christmas, he gets sacked. He could get sacked because then you add more pressure. Because look at Pogba, when we bought him for 80-odd million, 90 million, they had that price tag attached to him, so you had to perform. And that actually created a lot of pressure. This guy is a younger, number 7 shirt. Remember the last guy was at the number 7 shirt? All that added pressure, coming back to England, City, is too much. I don't know what kind of head he's going to have on his shoulders, but that's a lot of pressure. Then it's Ollie's job, obviously, to mold him. Does he have the characteristics to do that? We don't know if his management skills are up to scratch. I know Benji's going to have a couple of comments on that, but so it's pressure, but let's see if we can deal with it. It's like, it's one of those, isn't it?
No, I think that's a very valid point, to be honest, regarding Sancho. Obviously, we haven't signed him, so we don't need to go into detail regarding his mentality. But I just want to talk about this just quickly, and then Benji, I'll pass it to you for Glazers. For me personally, right, regarding Ollie this season, whatever you think of him, we're going to do the season review tomorrow, so obviously stay tuned for that. We'll talk about him properly. But whatever you think of him, his job was to get us to top 4. Yeah, that was his job. Get top 4, and then we go again next season. I agree with every single fan that says he needs to improve next season and go again as a challenge, or at least win a trophy, something like that. Okay, but how can you, as a board, expect him to get, hit his KPIs, or so to speak, in a business sense, because obviously the businessman hit his targets, and then you on top of him not reward him for that? So I don't understand what. So what was the agreement? Or you get top 4, and then we'll just fucking leave you to dead for next season or season after.
Can I just say one quick thing before we go on to Benji? To quote The Simpsons, you expect us to catch up on them by going slower than them.
Exactly, man.
Yeah.
Look, just to add as well, right? And again, I don't want to, and then we pass this to Benji.
Yeah.
Look at Chelsea. They're flipping got the same points as us. They signed Werner. They signed Ziyech, who, by the way, is an absolute baller for 35 million, quality player, the same level as Mahrez, easily. And then they've signed Havertz. Just, loads of reports talking about Havertz. Basically,
Chilwell's on the radar as well.
Potentially Chilwell. So we've signed absolutely nobody. So we're basically playing for one place, because we're not currently betting Man City. We're not currently betting Liverpool. We scraped past Chelsea on goal difference. We just about beat Leicester. And you're telling me Arsenal and Tottenham are going to get better. So how are we going to finish the top 4 at the moment? It's not going to happen. So Benji, mate, the floor is yours. What are your thoughts on Glazers? The comments regarding, Joe Glazer stopping the move. Do you think it's him trying to barter and get them to drop money, or do you think it's just bullshit, basically?
I think the reports are nonsense, but at the same time, they're still scumbags anyway. Because I feel like, and this is why I ran home. I literally ran from London Bridge Station to my house just to talk about this.
Mum was like, fucking Glazers, you're talking about Glazers.
95 pace.
The Glazers, and the club is rotten from top to bottom. And the thing is, what's going to happen is, it's gonna come to a stage where they're going to hide as usual behind the manager, how they've hid behind Mourinho, how they've hid behind Van Gaal, they hid behind Moyes. And now they're going to hide behind Ollie. Ollie's going to be the scapegoat that's going to get the sack, because they're not putting in the thing. The thing is, what they don't understand is, look, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has got them onto the top 4. And much as anyone can say Ollie in, Ollie out, Ollie shake it all about, he's got us into the top 4. So the next thing we have to do is what? Build on that. If you're not going to get Sancho, move away from Sancho and go and get 3 or 4 players with the money that you're quoting. So you reportedly bid £80 million, right?
Exactly.
You said we have a £140 million budget, no problem. You can go and get 3 or 4 players with that money. But you're taking long to do this one deal. The Premier League season starts in 3 weeks. And pre-season probably starts for us in 2 weeks. So if pre-season starts for us in 2 weeks, we have the same squad as last year.
Oh my God.
Already, if Ollie wants to implement a new system, he has to wait for all these new players to come in. We're going to be 5 games behind. And by the time we have that 5th match, if I'm right, we have Arsenal or Tottenham or one of the big.
Oh, we're going to go into fixtures. Don't worry. Don't worry. I got it.
Sorry. But it's like we're going to be so far and so underprepared. It's like how Arsenal was every year under Wenger. They're so unprepared.
Mate, they bought Peter Cech one season. Man came fourth, and they're
it's a joke.
Literally,
we beat them 8-2. Then they went out outside Arteta and some other crummy Deadwood players. If you don't move now, all the top clubs are going to finish their Champions League seasons, go get all the best players for cheap. Then we're going to have to, no disrespect, get the likes of the David Brookses, all these guys in. But if he moves with speed, we could have got like Wassels that say we could have got a Party for 40 million. Could have got Van de Beek for 40 million. You could have got
Thiago for 30.
30 million. Leo Bailey's available for 30 million. Memphis Depay is available for 35 million.
Can we,
for Manchester United?
The Memphis Depay thing, bro. We've got a buyback clause on him. I know we definitely got a buyback clause on him. It's literally so, like you said, just to interrupt. Obviously, it was just so you guys know, Benji will be doing an alternative show, so I'm not going to go into too much detail regarding the Sancho stuff. But hypothetically speaking, we can buy Depay, right, for 30 million because we've got buyback. We can buy Thiago. I know Thiago's going to Liverpool, but hypothetically speaking, we can get Thiago for 30. That's 60, and we can get Partey for 50. And that's 110. So that's literally.
And then you can go and get. They're saying, you know, if Valencia had it in depth or whatever, you can go and get one of that left back guy who's worth 80 million for like 25 million pounds. Then that's your transfer season done. At the end of the day, guy will walk straight into our first team. Thiago's walking straight to our first team without a doubt. Depay is definitely coming to our first team.
Depay definitely.
And Partey, it depends. If Thiago comes in, Partey will have to sit on the bench. But at the end of the day, it improves the squad nuts and bolts. Do you understand?
Can I just quickly answer that?
What did you say?
So basically, if they spend, if they just buy Sancho, you're expecting just that player to make up the deficit of 30-odd points against Liverpool. I'm just saying, claw that back.
It's not wise.
Again, that's back onto mentality and pressure again. You're putting too much egg in one basket, and that's it.
I'll move like a big club. I'll do
we need few players.
Sorry to cut you off, Wax, but I'll do what Bayern Munich does. I'll say to them, okay, no problem. We'll come back in a year's time. Just make sure he's ready for us, and we'll have a deal agreed in a year's time. That's what Barcelona do. That's what Real Madrid do. That's what Bayern Munich does. And we'll go and spread the money in elsewhere that's needed in the squad.
We're not going to get Sancho next year. This is our only chance to get him.
This is our only shot.
It's like Griezmann. It's like Griezmann again.
Who's gonna get Sancho next year?
Real Madrid.
I want to get Mbappe.
No. Real Madrid will get Sancho. Real Madrid.
But even if Real Madrid get Mbappe, then probably he'll go to PSG instead. Like, there's going to be a bidding war next season after the European Championships. When he lights it up, he'll be going for 140 million next season.
Right, just sorry to interrupt you, Benji. A lot of people are commenting regarding your mic. I don't know if you've got it. But listen, it's cool. I don't think we're gonna get Sancho next year. It's basically
this year.
Do or die this year. Listen, I just want to give a scenario, right? This is not gonna happen because this only happens if you've got a good board, but obviously we haven't. So basically, I was working out, right, realistically, how much money we can recoup and then respend. Whilst you spoke about net spend, our net spend's been 60-70 million. I don't personally mind that if we've done proper business in terms of getting people out. Like Lukaku, obviously, we sold for like 80 million. That's why so technically we spent 140 million that summer, which is fine. I don't mind that. That's not an issue for me. But let's talk about the players that we can get rid of. Because for me personally, this is what I would do. So you got Mata or Lingard, one of them two needs to go. I don't know which one it is. But
it looks like Lingard will be kept now. It looks like Lingard.
Can you not hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. It's just people in the comments in it. Okay. Or let's just say Mata in it for argument's sake, because I don't really know which one's going to go. So Mata, let's just say we sell it for 10 million, yeah? So that's 10 million for Mata. Pereira, in this day and age, I would say you can't get a lot for it, but because of the market, you can still get 20 million. Because Chelsea, by the way, are getting 30 million for Bakayoko. I forgot that guy's alive. And they're getting 30 million for him. Liverpool got like 20 million for Solanke to Bournemouth.
25.
25 or 30. So Lingard and Pereira for me are 25 million, give or take each if we sell them. So that's 50 million, hypothetically speaking. Jones, just fucking get rid of him for free. Rojo,
I'd pay my money to get rid of him.
Rojo, easy 10 million, that's 60. Smalling, I think
25 million.
25 million, give or take. So just say 20 for argument's sake. 80 million. And I don't know if there's anyone else. Oh, Delow's getting sold.
20 plus.
Ridiculous. But see, the problem is, Usman, what the problem is with that, like, you're taking away like so many players there that you're just all the depth. Like, I know we're lacking in depth, but you can't get rid of all these people at one time. Do you know what I mean?
No, I do agree with that. But what I'm saying is, so like, just hypothetically speaking, that's 100 million for them. Okay, so all of them who actually offer anything to the squad, you can only say Mata and maybe Lingard. The rest of them don't offer shit to the squad. Let's be real, and haven't this season. And we've not
they don't even play. They don't play.
Yeah, exactly. So most of them don't actually offer anything. Janoa hasn't played a game. I can't remember him playing. Maybe one when he scored that step over, and then he scored. I don't remember what team like it's one of the lower league teams. Which, but apart from that, none of them play. So I do hear your point. However, 100 million recoups. That means just hypothetically speaking, that money goes on to Sancho. So this 80 million or 140 million budget we've got. That goes on to 3-4 the players, like Benji was saying earlier. So that 100 million that you've got from selling players, which what a normal club would do, straight on to Sancho. Basically, that's our net spend of minus 10, give or take. And then you've got literally 100+ million to spy, like 2 plays, like a centre mid and a centre back.
Also, just to add on that, the wages as well. All of these clowns not clowns, but all of these guys that you've been reading off their names, they're all clowns. Actually, I don't care.
That's like £1 million a week, isn't it?
More than $1 million.
Roughly.
Lingard's on 120. Phil flipping Jones on 100.
Well, roughly £1 million a week. You're taking off the wage bill.
Yeah,
it's mad. A lot of people saying, "How are you going to get any of them deals done as well? We take 4 weeks to get one done." I'm not saying that it's possible.
You get a bus. What about the bus?
It's not. But
also, the thing is, we don't know what deals like well-run clubs are doing, like for United players. So like there could be stuff in the works now that we'll hear about, and then in a week later it'll just go ahead. When clubs are run properly, that's how it can happen.
Well, look at Ziyech and Werner. They're have unbelievable talents. And they just snapped him up.
Lads, I don't know how you feel about it. I fucking hate Frank Lampard. And I really don't want him to be successful. Like, it pisses me off so much.
Where's that come from?
No, because it pisses me off.
Brilliant, Joe. Brilliant.
No, but he's getting all these...
Just for that.
But he's getting all these excellent players. All right. God, and he's going to be walking around cock the walk next season, giving a large. And all I want to do is thump him. Because he's a Tory prick. All right, he's been handed 2 cushy jobs. Derby, were when he took over, were the best the best team outside the playoffs in the championship, the best run club. And now he's gone to a really well run club in Chelsea, and people think he's a good manager. All right, he's an absolute prick. Anyway, sorry. And it pisses me off.
I don't rate him as well. I don't rate him. I won't call him.
He beat us once this season. Everyone goes around like he conquered us. The absolute
we can't fault it. But to be fair to him, I do love it because he told the Liverpool bench to fuck off. So fair play to him.
For that alone.
It swings it around the bus. Listen, that's enough on Glazers. I'm sure we can go on forward. Let's talk about the fixtures. So Benji, in case you missed it. Basically, we're just going to embarrass ourselves here in the next 30 minutes or so. I'm going to go through each fixtures for the month. So, for example, September, all 3 fixtures. And you lot have to say, I'm going to join in as well, don't worry. You
lot have to say squad or the hypothetical squad.
No, the current squad, no hypothetical squad. You have to say how much points we're going to get from the fixtures, okay? And then we're going to look at this video and fucking laugh later. Anyways, we've got a comment.
Usmaan, are you writing? Do we have to watch it later? Do you want to? Will we say score lines as well for the lols?
No, don't do score lines. We don't
Okay.
We'll do that obviously when the game goes. So someone from I think an Arsenal fans commented. Arsenal won more trophies this season than United have in the past 3 years. Fair play, he's not wrong. Factually not wrong. But have you ever won it?
What a fact.
Europa League? No, you haven't.
Yeah.
Just throwing that out there. Shove your FA Cup when the sun don't
shine. Didn't we win the Europa League 3 years ago?
I thought it was 2 years ago.
Mourinho's
2017.
Well, we won 2 trophies that year. It's quite ironic that you use a year that it just suited your agenda. Anyways, who gives a shit about Arsenal? You
got Community Shield as well, can you?
In it, and the Spurs won the Audi Cup. You don't see them raving about it. Right, let's get into it. So September, first game to be postponed. So only 2 games for September. Fairly straightforward. Very straightforward points. This wouldn't be the points. You can have a little chit chat regarding the teams if you feel that any might potentially causes problems. Right, so Crystal Palace home. We'll start with you. Sorry, Crystal Palace home and Brighton home Albion away. They're the first 2 games of September. So in September, how many points we get, Wes?
6, mate. I'm gonna say 6 for everything. Everything, hey,
What's
one game, mate.
up, you know?
Flipping Invincibles, the new Invincibles.
Right,
Okay.
this is gonna get clipped on YouTube. You know,
Oh God, what's this gonna get out?
Oh, I'm not on YouTube. I'm using the behind the scenes. They just let me out today.
We let him out today, right? Joe,
You let me out today.
You know, Joe, what you going for September?
Considering I think Palace and Brighton are going to be struggling this season, considering what they were last season, I think it'll be 6 points.
Okay, fair.
Come on, Joe.
It has to be 6 points.
Oh, it has to be. No,
Come
what do
on,
you think will happen?
No, it has to. I'm saying it has to be 6 points.
Fine.
I think it will be 6 points.
It is gonna be.
Well, hopefully Zaha's on his way out, so you know Palace will be dead.
By the way, Martial 6 goals in all game, yeah.
Oh, fucking hell. Right. Anyways, 6 points for me personally is what it has to be. I agree with Benji. Right. Moving on to October. This is the month that might potentially kill us if we don't get 6 points. Right. So Tottenham home. Obviously, I'll repeat them if it needs to be. What's to stay with you? Tottenham home, Newcastle away, Chelsea home, Arsenal home. So what's October? How much points are we getting at the 4? So Tottenham home, Newcastle away, Chelsea home, Arsenal home.
We're gonna win Tottenham because we've done it before.
Okay.
Arsenal at home. I don't know why. Arsenal at home is a bit tricky for some reason. I don't know why. We
drew 1 to them, didn't we?
So I'll say a win there as well, then. Innit? So basically 9 points.
I can't wait to watch this video back in about 6 months. Joe, what you saying?
I'm not going to be part of the channel after that. I'm going to. This is my last dance.
I think Mourinho's going to be an absolute wanker again. I'm sorry. It'll be a draw at Spurs.
Yeah.
It'll be, I think, a draw at Newcastle. I think a win against Chelsea because fuck Lampard. And
it's Arsenal.
He's right. But he's right.
And I think we'll beat Arsenal. I think we're due.
I'm sorry, I made a mistake because I didn't hear the four teams.
You've said 9 points now. Tough.
12 points, mate.
What? Do it properly. So I'm just ignoring you. Right, okay. Right. Benji, what are you going for? Tottenham home, Newcastle away, Chelsea, and then Arsenal, both at home.
6 points.
Okay, so 3 draws basically and a win.
No, 2 wins and 2 losses.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. We're obviously going to speak about where you think they're going to happen. I'm going to go draw Spurs because I think Jones is a prick.
Yeah.
You know, that's 1. Newcastle win.
Ollie's a bigger prick, so we win that one.
Chelsea will win Chelsea and lose to Arsenal. So I'm going to say 7. I don't know. For some reason, Arsenal is just fucking. We always struggle against the shit teams. Yeah. So obviously, Arsenal fall in that category. Yeah. Right, moving on to November. If you are watching this live, let us know in the comments your thoughts as well as we're going along. We'll read some out. The Arsenal fans still saying that they're unbeaten against Man United. Fucking just give all. Anyways, last time I remember, we beat them in a cup. Didn't Sancho score past them? Flipping hell, what is he on about? 2 seasons ago. Yeah. Anyways, November. Everton away, West Brom home, Southampton away was. I don't need to ask you. I know what you're going to say. Everton away, West Brom home, Southampton away.
Everton away, that's tricky. My first draw, I'll go for a draw there. Southampton.
It was such a good run, boss. 9 in a row.
Oh, forget it. 9 points. Forget it. You trusted me on, mate. I can't be bothered going 9 points. Right. No, actually, no, wait. 7 points. A draw and 2 wins, yeah?
Okay, that's fine. Joe, what are your thoughts?
What do they get? It's Everton away.
Everton away, West Brom home, and Southampton away.
I'm going to say, because we have a lot of positive points there, I think Everton have a good home record going into the end of last season. I know they lost against Bournemouth. Yeah. So I'm going to put us down for a loss there. Against Everton. I think, and then who is this? And then
West Brom home and Southampton away.
And then we'll bounce back with a good win against West Brom and then a win against Southampton. I can't remember. I can never remember the third team. Is it Southampton away? Yeah, Southampton away. We'll do that.
So have you gone 6?
6 out of 9. Yeah. 6,
yeah. Okay, cool. Okay, Benji, what are you going for?
Wait, what's the fixtures again?
Okay, it's fine. Everton away, West Brom at home, Southampton away.
Okay, 6 points.
6 points. So are you going for a loss against Everton as well?
No, we'll beat Everton. We'll lose against Southampton. We'll beat Everton.
Oh, right, okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Hopefully Danny Ings is out for a week that game. Anyways, going to mine, Everton away. I think we'll get a draw. I'm going to say 2 draws and a win, actually. I'm going to say 5 points. I'm not being very confident here, am I? But we'll see what happens. Right, it's just because we haven't signed anyone at the moment, so I don't be too
I keep forgetting that.
Yeah, exactly. If we get, God forbid, if we get any injuries, I'm not going to name any names, but...
Nobody got Lingard still, innit?
Oh, yeah. The West Coast. Right, okay, December. So we got 1, 2, 3, 6 games. Bloody hell. Players going to be dead.
Oof.
Right, how am I going to... If I read them all, I'm going to forget, aren't I? Right, we'll do 3. Yeah. We'll do 3 at a time. Right, first 3. Well, West Ham away, Man City home, Sheffield United away.
Ooh.
Why are our fixtures running so
You know,
hard?
West Ham's our bogey team, so I'm going to say draw for that one.
Yeah.
Draw for that one. Man City at home will win that one. 3 points there. That's 4. And what's the other one?
Sheffield United away, probably.
I think we'll just scrape that one as well, so that's 7 points again.
Okay, decent. Joe, what are you saying?
I think we'll beat West Ham. We owe them one there. And especially because we'll want to be going into the City game with good form. I think we'll probably draw with City, though, because I think City are going to be a lot stronger this season because they've already bought players with a better mentality.
Yeah.
So I think we'll draw. I'm being optimistic, but I think we'll draw. We'll battle out a draw there. And I think Sheffield United, I think it'll be a draw, 4-4 this time.
I'll be at that game. I know that.
David McGoldrick with 4.
Oh, my God. That right, anyways, Benji, coming on to you.
I think we'll lose to Man City.
Boo.
West Ham home or away?
Away. Are you here?
We'll lose to West Ham. We'll lose to City, and then we'll beat the last team.
I don't like Benji, man.
Yeah, Benji, are you alright? Are you in the video?
Yeah, you asked for the current squad, so I'm just thinking about the current squad.
No, I'm not saying that. You keep saying you don't know what the teams are. Right, okay.
Sorry, because you read it very quick. That's why.
Alright, apologies, I'll slow down. Right, okay, West Ham away. I agree, bogey team. And Noble, for some reason, turns into prime fucking, I don't know, Michael Carrick. So... I'm going to say draw West Ham, draw Man City, win Sheffield United. So I'll go 5. I think Sheffield United might be a bit weak this season, but we'll see.
Wait, one question, though.
Yeah.
When we play Sheffield United, where's your heart at?
Man United.
Okay, let's make sure.
Okay,
no, he's lying. Benji, he's lying, by the way. He's got 2 shirts. He's got Man United and he's got Sheffield underneath.
It depends who wins, all right?
And he's got Plymouth Argyle below that as well. I don't know why.
That's a bloody joke. If you're tuning in, I've just said that. That's a joke, okay? Don't be clipping that shit. Anyways, moving on to the scum. Leeds United at Old Trafford.
3 points. 3 points.
Leicester City away and Wolves Wanderers. This is all in the same bloody month. What a month this is, by the way. Was coming to you. So we've got Leeds at home, Leicester away, Wolves. That December thingy is ridiculous. That fixture list.
Sorry, I didn't hear you. Leeds away, home. Sorry.
Leeds at home, Leicester away, Wolves at home.
Ooh. Again, 7 points, 2 wins and a draw again. We're not losing Jack this season, man. 7 points. You know, do you think I should be the assistant coach to Ali, man? It'd be perfect. I'll just sit there game 5-30.
Joe, can we get some videos, please?
Specifically because my brother-in-law is a Leeds fan, I think we're going to do them, and we're going to do them hard, and they're going to get, and they won't be able to come out of their shells for 6 to 8 months afterwards. And then Leicester, is that home or away?
That's away.
Yeah, I see we're going to drop points. I think that's. If they still have Brendan Rodgers, I think we'll probably lose to them. I think.
Do you think he'll be sacked by then?
I think if there is a decline that continues, I think he could be a surprise change. Around that time.
Well, they sacked Ranieri after winning.
So and who was, to annoy you, who was the third team?
It's Wolves at home.
We've a 0-0 draw. It's always a fucking 0-0 draw.
That's on. That's just in 2 days. On after Boxing Day. These fixtures, but I'm not making excuses. But bloody hell, October to this. Oh my god, they're hard.
Ooh, December's mental.
Benji, Leeds United at home, Leicester City away, and Wolves at home. Mate, what are you going for?
Well, Leeds United 4-0.
Blackburn. To them.
No, it's us. I think we'll beat Leicester because we always do. Who's
Wolves.
the last one? Wolves.
Wolves, yeah.
Flip sake, man. I think we have to beat them. We're a duo, man.
You got
Come
for
on,
9
Benji.
9 points.
Yes, Benji.
I want to have a good Christmas, I'm telling you.
Oh yeah, so do
Oh,
I,
that's
mate. So
sweet.
do I. That's cute. That don't worry, I'll send you that Ollie shirt. Right, okay. Leeds, yeah. Hopefully we beat them. Obviously, I'm not gonna claim to know, but they have got Bielsa as manager, and that guy's a smart prick, isn't he? So
Well, he is a
we
prick.
got
Yeah.
Ollie, so
Yeah,
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah. So I'm gonna say win Leeds, win Leicester, draw Wolves. I just think Wolves are just not better. I can't stand them. Anyways, moving on to January. A bit of an easier stuff. I forgot these teams are even in the league. I'm not gonna lie. Aston Villa, Fulham, Liverpool. Wow, bloody hell! This month isn't easy though. Aston Villa, Fulham, Liverpool, Sheffield United, Arsenal. What is actually going on?
Sheffield United.
For fuck's sake.
Why have we got so many hard run-ins? Or is it just me who's just thinking
That's
that?
a weird one.
No, but I was gonna say every team in the Premier League this season is not a joke. Apart from maybe like Brighton. Every team's actually a good team at the moment.
Fulham.
Well, we don't know about Fulham. Anyways,
Fulham a
okay,
good
so,
outfit, mate.
yeah, so we got Villa at home. We'll do a couple in it. So Villa at home, Fulham away, and then Liverpool away. What are thoughts? Was so Villa, Fulham,
Villa, Fulham. Okay, we're winning Villa.
Okay, Fulham
So
away.
winning Villa, winning Fulham, easy. Liverpool.
If
You know
that's
what?
not
I'm
our
gonna go for a
first
win.
loss of season-
I'm going for a win. Get it?
Oh,
9 points.
Bro, have you not gone one loss like all season?
He hasn't.
No, I told you I started with the title Invincibles, the new Invincibles.
Anyways, Joe, what are your thoughts, mate?
I think we have to do Villa. I think we'll skip the Liverpool game. And then who was the last one? You're going to Fulham. Yeah,
Fulham away.
Fulham. So from those 2 games, it's 6 points.
Okay, 6. Okay, I think I kind of agree with you. I'm going to say 6 as well, just to say mine as well. Benji, so we got Aston Villa home, Fulham away, and Liverpool away, mate.
I think we'll win all those games.
No, you don't. No, don't believe that.
No, I'm joking. I think we'll get
Benji doesn't get train ticket to come to London and hug you, mate. Oh my god.
if we beat Liverpool, I'll sing Ollie's at the wall, mate.
Oh, yes.
Oh, you heard that? Clip that. Clip it.
Clip it.
Anfield, not Old Trafford.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll take a win at Old Trafford against them as well.
Man.
So if we don't beat them, if we beat them at Old Trafford, you know I'm gonna sing. I'll sing Ollie's at the fucking.
Not Old Trafford. I'm talking about Anfield, mate.
Oh, okay, Old Trafford. We should be beating them. Right, okay, it's fair enough. Are you going for 6 points as well, then, Benji?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I've already said mine. And the other 2 games.
I don't know what is drinking,
Yeah, I don't know what it is. The other 2
Just
games
water,
that won
mate.
are Sheffield
Tap
United,
water.
Arsenal.
Tap water.
Whilst Sheffield United at home, Old Trafford, Arsenal at Emirates. Thoughts?
Just those 2, yeah?
Yeah, because this is the same month. We've got 5 games.
Oh, same one. Okay.
Sheffield
Winning
United.
Sheffield United. Winning Sheffield
Yeah.
United, easy. Obviously, I said
Right.
away win, so I got to give it home win.
Right.
Arsenal away, is it?
Yes.
I'll go for draw. 4 points.
Oh my God! Right, Joe. Sheffield United home, Arsenal away.
I think it'll be a boring 1-0 win against Sheffield United, and it'll be a draw against Arsenal.
Okay, fair. 4. I'm in agree with Joe again. I've got
Of
4
course
points,
you are.
Benji. Obviously,
6 points. 6 points. 6 points.
6 points. Jesus.
We
Oh,
have
God,
to beat
Benji's-
Arsenal.
Benji
Best
knows
hope the
about
Arsenal
Ollie
fans-
Juice as well.
Best hope the Arsenal fans don't see this because they will be killing you.
I'm not taking another loss against Arsenal, man. We have to beat them.
There's Arsenal fans in the flipping comments, and yeah. What are we talking about first? Right, so we've got a new watcher. What are we talking about? So basically, we're going through all the fixtures for this season, and we're trying to guess how much points we'll get in each month. So we're going to go through the fixtures. So feel free to join in. If you are new, make sure you like and subscribe. As we always say, we're literally 10 as we are filming off 500. So would appreciate that. Anyways, going back to February, which is 1 day before my birthday here, Southampton and Everton, both at home was.
Southampton win, obviously. And there's no point in asking me. 6 points. Hey, happy days.
Joe, what are you going for?
I forgot who was playing.
Southampton and Everton.
6 points.
Yes, Joe.
Yeah.
Benji, you going with the boys or you disagreeing? Southampton and Everton.
6 points. It has to be 6 points.
Okay, no, I'm going to agree with you guys. Right, okay, the other 3 games in the month are West Brom away, Newcastle at home, and then Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. West Brom away, Newcastle at home, and then Chelsea away.
Oh, that's a bogey mark, boy.
Wait, 6 points. You know what? That's going to be my first loss against Chelsea.
Oh my gosh. It's only taking you till February 27th. Right, okay.
I'm sure we've broken quite a lot of records since then.
Well, we should be top of the table the way you're going. Hopefully in the prediction video you say that. Right, okay, Joe, what were you saying? West Brom away, Newcastle home, Chelsea away.
I think a draw against West Brom. I think a win against Newcastle at home. And although I want to say a win, I'm going to allow Prick Lampard to have 1 point against us this season. So it's 5 points from those games. You're welcome, Chelsea fans. You shallow wanker.
Yeah, just for those that are tuning in, we're not doing predictions. We're not doing predictions. We're just having a laugh, basically. We're just guessing how we're going to get. And as you can see, if you are joining late, we are in February and we're currently undefeated according to us. So, Arsenal fans, if you are tuned in,
you're welcome.
Because we might be the next Invincibles, according to us. Benji, West Brom away, Newcastle United home, Chelsea away. So, West Brom, Newcastle, Chelsea.
3 points.
Wow, bloody hell.
I think we'll beat West Brom, but we'll lose to the others.
Okay, with long stuff on the double, yeah. I'm gonna go 6 points. I'm gonna go West Brom win, Newcastle win, Chelsea loss. Lampard's gonna do it, and then Joe, I can't wait to see your reaction after that video. In fact, you're gonna be fuming. All right,
you have to do the watch along with him now. You have to do the watch along.
Right, Mark. Every time we've done a watch along, fun fact for you, every time we've done a watch along against Chelsea, we've beaten them 4-0. I don't know what that is about. We've done it 2 times and it's both been 4-0. So
well, do with me and it'll be 8-0.
Imagine you if you scored. Fuck you, lad, but have that. Right. March, Man City away, West Ham home, Crystal Palace away.
4 points. We're losing Man City away.
Oh my God, no way. 2 losses on the box.
It's wherever I had it earlier on is just wearing off now. So yeah. So yeah, 4 points.
2 losses on the bounce, by the way, you just said, by the way.
What?
Joe, Man City.
It can happen. It can happen to the best.
Yeah, exactly. Man City away, West Ham home, and Palace away.
That's unfortunately a loss to City. I think it'll be. Who I know is West Ham. Who's following City? Who's the next?
City, West Ham, Palace.
Oh, then West Ham 1-0 at home. I know I shouldn't do a scoreline, but it'll be a close one. It'll be a close win, and then Palace will fuck it up and will draw or will lose 2-1.
Oh God, Joe's priceless, honestly. Benji, what are you going for?
Everything Joe just said, I'm just copying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even the last bit.
Right,
Even the last bit.
I can see it already.
Man City lost. West Ham United win because they can piss off. Crystal Palace draw, sadly. Fucking can't stand them. Anyways, moving on to April. Only 2 months left, boys, unless another pandemic hits. Fucking hell. Right, April. West Brighton home, Tottenham away, Burnley home, Leeds United. So Brighton and Tottenham first.
This is where Ollie earns his wages, 12 points. And plus, I've just got a text on my phone saying they want me to be director of football for Man United.
Right, he's got 12 points, Joe, and you get a match that.
Okay, I need teams. You went too fast.
Yeah, Brighton,
win.
Tottenham,
win.
Burnley,
win.
Yes.
Win. Grand.
Yeah,
Sweet. I should have done like that, innit? Benji, Brighton, home.
Win.
Okay, Tottenham away.
Have to win.
Oh, have to win. That's a draw. Burnley home.
Win.
And then Leeds United away.
93rd minute winner.
Oh!
Yeah.
And it's only going to
Anthony Martial. Anthony Martial,
So
golden
funny,
boot.
yeah.
in
I
there.
bet you Wan-Bissaka will score a 93rd minute winner.
Fuck me.
Just throw that golden boot at Martial, man.
Oh my god, that's a mad thing. Right, fuck you, I'm gonna say 12 points. Let's have it. Right, last
Yes.
one, May, and then we'll finish off the video slagging off the Glazers. I know you guys want to hear that. Right, May, first game. We'll come to you, Wes. We'll do one at a time. It's easy, innit? Liverpool
Okay.
home.
Try.
Oh, easy win, man. 7-0, mate. 3 points.
Aston Villa away.
Is that me again? All right,
Yeah.
Aston Villa. Yeah, 3 points again.
Okay, Leicester home.
I'll go for a draw on that one.
Oh my god,
Oh,
what a shot.
Fulham
Fulham home. Fulham home.
Yeah, win.
Okay.
So that's 10 points.
Yeah, whatever. And the Wolves away, last game of the season. Please, that's a hard one, isn't it?
I think we might lose that one. We lose that one. 10 points
Oh,
then.
according to
All
us, already won the league anyway, so it's calm.
Oh, yeah.
And Ollie gets a new contract for another 10 years.
Well, if he wins
Sorted.
the league, well, you know what? If he wins the league, give him whatever the fuck he wants. All right,
Yeah.
Joe. Liverpool home.
Haven't lost against them at home in over 10 years, so I'm going to say a draw.
Hopefully, Rashford and James link up again. Aston Villa away.
Draw.
Okay, Leicester home.
Win.
Okay, Fulham home.
Win.
And Wolves away.
Loss.
Okay, but I've lost track of your points. Right, Benji. I'm not gonna lie. Benji, Liverpool home.
8, I think. You got 8.
Home loss. Okay, Villa away.
Draw.
Okay, that's 1 point. Leicester home.
Win.
For Fulham home.
Definitely win.
Okay, and then Wolves to finish off away.
Oh, win.
What bloody hell? I'm not expecting to win against Wolves. Right, I've got Liverpool home, draw, Aston Villa win. So that's 4. Leicester win 7. Fulham win 10. Wolves fucking draw 11. We're winning league, boys. There you have it. We're winning the league.
You said it, done.
Oh god! Listen, just want to say
I must have a record tally, by the way.
yeah, we're just gonna finish up some of your comments because there's been so many and I've missed some of them, so it's quite funny. Right, first and foremost, Jay Finesse says, well, I'll just put on screen. This is for you, as I'm assuming. With those predictions, we're winning the title.
I love Jay, man.
But just
Come
so you
on,
know,
Jay.
well, I'm taking the piss. I'm sure the last.
This is my last show, by the way, so subscribe, please.
I don't think Wes is taking the piss. We've got 19 of you watching, so if you haven't already, drop a like. We really do appreciate it. And obviously, subscribe to the channel. We appreciate it. We've got another comedy about Man United Focus. He's obviously a regular on the show. Show him some love on his social as well. Good United fan. You lot are hatting. Again, I'm not going to point any fingers on who he's referring to. We're Manchester United, not biting. We don't need any signing where you lot are talking. He's got a point, to be fair. We don't need any signing. Glazers in. Right, let's have a look what else we've got. Right, so we've got one. Okay, we'll finish on this because actually this is what we want to finish on. We need 4 or 5 top class players. 1 player is not enough. All right, we'll finish on that. And then obviously we'll wrap you up. Right, Benji, what are your thoughts, man? How many signings do you actually think we need to get West's invincible season? How much do you think we need?
What, to compete for the Premier League? 4.
Okay, I'm just laughing at the
4,
comments.
5,
Everyone's
4,
just
5.
printing. Everyone's just put me on the champions in the chat. Last spam
I love
champions in the chat.
I just spread all the positivity just like that, man. It's so good.
I'm speaking into the existence. Anyways, Wes, what do you reckon? He's going for 4. What are you thinking?
Yeah, 4, but I think also we need 2 maybe players like Greenwood and Williams have come through. We need another couple of youngsters being brought through, I think. So 2 of those. So, but yeah, 4 actual signings and 2 youth players into the first team.
Interesting. Joe, what do you reckon? How many do we need?
To challenge, like to be up there with.
Yeah, just to be, obviously not to win it, but just to be in and around it.
Oh, well, to be in and around 4, to challenge properly, we need 9.
Okay.
Like, I think 30 points can't be made up with 4 players. Like,
They can, you know.
Joe, I've just done it, bro. I've just done the 30 points for you.
He's done it, Joe. He's done it.
Conte only needed one signing, but I guess that's Chelsea before.
Yeah, but Chelsea had a good team. Listen, we've got the same guy. He's put basically this. I would love to hear what you guys think. He's probably to buy left back, centre back, CDM, attacking mid. I don't know about the attacking mid. I don't know if it's well, I suppose if it's Grealish, maybe any Grealish.
David Brooks,
and right winger. What do you reckon, Benji, to that? Do you think that's accurate, or do you think we probably need a bit more? You said 4, didn't you? So that's 5.
Yeah, what's that? A left back, CDM.
Left back, centre back, CDM, attacking mid, obviously option off the bench, and then a right winger, which I'm assuming hopefully it's Sancho.
That's perfect.
Yeah,
but that's not happening in it. I don't know.
In 3 weeks, 4 weeks, whatever it is. 4 weeks.
We haven't to October. Don't forget that.
Oh yeah,
We haven't to October.
Yeah, we do have quite long. We have about 7 weeks to be fair. What do you reckon, Joe? Do you think it's possible?
The thing is, we should be trying to get David Alaba. Seriously trying to get him.
Same, 100%.
Yeah, left back, centre back, perfect for alternating as well. And a leader, genuinely top class player. We should be trying to get him desperately. Right winger, absolutely. Attacking midfielder. As an alternate, yeah, sure, but that would be 4th on my list of priorities. And central defensive midfielder, absolutely. Someone like Ndidi, which we won't get. Someone along those lines would be outstanding. I think McTominay is there for the future. I just think we need someone for the next 2 to 3 years to kind of show him the ropes, while Matic and Fred are just swiftly brought away, are brought out to a field. And we drive off and leave them there.
Oh God, we got one last comment, and we'll wrap you up there. I flipping love that. We need a good 4 signings in the positions. We know we're probably going to get Smalley and Henderson. And
I don't agree with that.
Brooks.
What? Well, news just broke that we're making contact for that Gabriel centre back.
No, Arsenal got him.
He's going to Arsenal.
No, but apparently we just swooped in.
We don't seem like we're not much as swoopers.
Well, that's what I'm seeing from DiMaggio himself. I'm waiting for
but until Fabrizio Romano replies to my tweet again and tells me it's happening, I'm not believing it. I'll ring him. Don't worry, my big boys now, and it's all good, isn't it? Yeah, he hasn't aired about 7 of my DMs. So good, But listen, boys and girls, I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone who's tuning in. As always, make sure you drop a like. We do appreciate all the support. Make sure you subscribe. The whole point of this video was to obviously slagging off the Glazers. If you don't like the Glazers, then subscribe, and it's as simple as
fuck the Glazers.
Well, there you go. This is the content you should expect from this channel, basically.
Guys, subscribe. 10 away, man. 10 away.
7.
Fuck Frank Lampard as well.
Because somebody just clip that sentence, please. Oh, God.
7 away.
Is it 7 now? Bloody hell. Okay, 7 away. If you haven't subscribed and you're watching this right now, there's 17 of you. Just hit the subscribe button. It's completely free. But apart from that, stay tuned because Benji will be doing a video in the morning. Sancho alternatives. Obviously, he'll be going over Brooks in particular. He's the main target for us. I think Benji really wants Brooks. So if you want to tune in to listen to Benji talk about Brooks, that's the show for you. Anyways, it's been your boy, man. Peace. Cheers. And also, we're champions. You're welcome, lads.